Hey guys, thanks for clicking my video. Today I just wanted to go over corrective exercise, and I wanted to explain how some of the benefits can help you guys get a kickstart on whatever your fitness goals may be. So I wanted to touch on three main points. The first is posture, the second is going to be injury prevention, and then the third is just going to be day-to-day comfort. So starting with posture, we have five main checkpoints, right? We have our ankles, our knees, we have our hips, our shoulders, and then finally our neck, our upper neck. So if we have all the muscles around these joints balanced out, we're good. If we have a tight lower back, if we have tight hip flexors, maybe some tight calves, tight chest, we start to see some issues: upper cross syndrome, lower cross syndrome, bowed legs, bowed knees, things like that, right? So corrective exercise is really great because it's going to help you release those tight muscles, and then it's also going to help you strengthen those weaker muscles and keep those joints balanced. The next thing is injury prevention. So kind of like I just mentioned on the posture, once you have all those main checkpoints in order, you don't have a tight lower back, you don't have tight calves or anything like that, you're much less susceptible to hurting yourself during a workout, during a walk, during anything really. Because if your joints are balanced, then your muscles are working together as a team. If your muscles are tight, you have one muscle that's obviously too tight for the other one, and you're very susceptible to rolling your ankle. You're really susceptible to something on your shoulder not working right when you're doing a press, for example. When you have nice corrected joints, you don't have any tightness, you have a lot less chance to hurt yourself. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, especially if you're running, cardio, anything with a lot of intensity. You're doing something heavy, you want to make sure your shoulders and everything can handle the weight, right? Just like if you're running, you want to be able to handle all that impact. And then the final thing is comfort, right? So think about it. A lot of people have a tight lower back. I've seen a lot of people with tight calves have a hard time walking. And a lot of the reason is because you just have tight muscles that are going unaddressed. So in the lower back example, usually what it is you have weak glutes and you have weak hamstrings. And that lower back really takes control of that hip joint. And that can make just walking uncomfortable. If you have tight calves and the calf is tight, it can make the flexion of your ankle difficult. And all these things you might not be consciously thinking of, but once you start stretching and you start doing the corrective exercise, you'll never know how tight you are until you actually start doing the exercises to relieve that. I myself learned that, especially with my hamstrings personally. They get super tight. I feel like I can stretch them for hours. Probably not useful, but it's really important that you start stretching these areas and pretty much getting down to the problem. Because if you have a tight lower back, if you have a hard time walking, if you have a hard time getting your shoulder, your hand above your shoulder, you might just have some tight muscles that just need some adjustment. And it's not anything crazy, it's just some corrective exercise, just some simple band pulls, just some simple body weight squats could go a really long way if you're performing it in a manner that's going to allow those muscles to open up. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Corrective exercise, I think, is the foundation for any fitness program. I think everyone, regardless of your fitness level, should start out with just a couple weeks of corrective, just body weight stuff, stretching, and just making sure that your body is ready for whatever load you want to do. So if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to put on muscle, that's great, that's a great goal, but you definitely want to have a little foundation first and then start working off of that. You don't really want to start head first, lifting heavy weights, running really extreme if you have tight knees, tight ankles, and your hips are all messed up and your lower back is tight, or anything that's going to increase your risk of injury, right? We don't want that. We want you to be comfortable, and we want all your checkpoints to be aligned. So that's basically the premise of the entire video. If you guys resonated with that and you want to learn a little bit more, I would really encourage you to go to my website, check out my free ebook. All you have to do is put in your email, make a password, and the ebook is yours to view on site. And it really is that simple, guys. It's a healthy individual, 17 chapters of how to better yourself and stay in a healthy mindset, on top of obviously being good physical fitness. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.